Hi there. This is part of my series of Just One Thing, where we add just one thing to our lives every day that enhances our world, enhances our sense of feeling into our body, mind, and spirit. And so today I'm going to teach you a very simple um, exercise on your back where you just open up and sort of juice and lubricate the hips while also getting a sense of the tiltings of your spine. So you can join me or you can watch and then join me. It's very simple. Lie on your back. You put one hand on each knee. And with your hand on each knee, I'm just going to have you bring your knees towards your chest and then open them away from each other and then bring them away towards your feet and then together. So you're effectively making a circle. And you'll notice maybe that my feet don't really go that much apart. It's really my knees that are circling around. And as you do that, I want you to begin to notice how your spine moves into what we in yoga call cow-cat. Now sometimes you'll hear people call that cat-cow. I call it cow-cat because I like the cow position always to be first. The lengthening, the extension of the spine. And now we're going to go in the other direction. So your hands on your knees, you press the knees away towards the feet, and then wide, and then towards you, and then together. So away towards your feet, opening the knees apart, coming back up towards your armpits, and together, and keep going. And again, just notice how the spine moves through extension and flexion. So you'll notice that it moves away from the floor and towards the floor. So the away from the floor position is what we call cow. That's a little bit of arching in the back. And the towards the floor position is what we call cat. That's the rounding of the spine. Okay, so once you've done that a few times to warm up, come back to center for a moment. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, just bring your chin to your chest. And imagine that you have a belt on your waist, but it's put on backwards so that the belt buckle is on the back side of your body. Press that belt buckle spot, that place where you think the buckle is. Press that down into the floor. You'll get a little ab work. So actually I'm cheating because it's sort of like two things today. You're getting a little bit of ab work too. Okay, now release that. Take a cleansing breath in. And you're going to begin that work again. So the hands on the knees. You're going to bring the knees towards your chest, open away from each other, towards your feet, and then together. But this time the difference is I want you to create just a little bit of resistance with your hands, and I want you to slow down. So as the knees go apart, that's the inhale phase. As the knees come together, that's the exhale phase. So you can start to link the breath. Inhale and exhale. Creating that little bit of resistance with your hands, so the knees have to work a little bit through that resistance, and you're going to get a little bit of muscle action around the spine, around the sacrum especially. And sometimes you'll find that you get a little bit of an adjustment here, where with the muscle action, the spine gets a little bit more support and can find its way towards more balance. Let's go the other direction. So knees go towards your feet together and then apart, up towards your armpits and together. And again, you create a little bit of resistance with your hands. So there's a little bit of a pushing and pulling with your hands, and you slow down, inhaling as the spine arches and exhaling as the spine drops to the floor. Inhaling as the knees come apart, and yeah. Listen to the cadence of your breath. Don't be afraid to slow it down and really feel how that works and to mobilize and sustain and support the low back. Bring the knees in again. Hug them as you exhale. Forehead to the knees, and put that belt buckle action down. Pull it to the floor. You'll notice you'll get a little ab work here, and I want you to imagine that you could float, you could levitate, because you're pushing down so much the rest of your body. And then exhale, just drop your feet to the floor as wide as your sticky mat, and drop your knees in together. And if you don't have a sticky mat, it's okay. All this can be done on a carpet or on a blanket that's soft. And then from here you just roll to your right side. Both knees come together. You place both hands on the floor like you're doing a push-up. You look down, lift the belly off the thighs as you push yourself back up to sitting. All right? Just add that into your routine every day, and I think that you will find some relief in your low back and better mobility. Namaste.